Ciao Tesla people. Today I wanted to do a video about undocumented changes in the software update 2024.26.7. I installed it I think last week, and I mentioned that for undocumented changes you need to wait 2, 3, 4 days, the time that people start to figure out what are the changes, if there are any. Of course, it was a bug fixes only, but in reality there were 3 undocumented changes that we know about. Okay, so the first change is for Model 3 and most likely even Cybertruck. And the Model 3 I'm mentioning because the Model 3 have the ambient light all over the sides and the back. Here I have a third-party ambient light. I made a video about this. And so what they change is that in the, I think it's in the lights menu, you have the ambient light, and you can change the intensity or brightness of the ambient light. So I'm just simulating this. You see the ambient light is going, the brightness goes down and going up. So you can do this from the display. And this is valid for Model 3 and Model and actually the Cybertruck. And the other 2 changes are for EU cars, and they are about autopilot. There was a recall, what I call OTA recall, so it has been fixed. So the 2 changes in the autopilot are 2. Okay, an increase in visibility checks for the door pillar cameras on both sides. So the pillar cameras are on this pillar side, one, and on the other side. Okay, and basically they mentioned that they need to check more for visibility, an increase in visibility. Okay, and the second change is that to limit the autopilot use if the pillar cameras is obstructed or blinded. Okay, so if those 2 cameras are obstructed somehow, maybe mud, too much rain, or they're dirty, or blinded maybe from the sun or reflection or something, it needs to limit the autopilot engagement on the car. And these are basically the 3 changes, 2 for EU autopilot and 1 for the ambient light for Model 3. Let me know if it applies to you. I'm curious about the ambient light. I just simulated with my third-party ambient light. Let me know if you have on your Model 3 the Highland, if you received this change. And then for autopilot in EU, of course you need to be in those conditions to test it. If I'm going to be in any of these conditions, I will report it, or I will tell you that something happened, or they fixed it, or whatever, if they limit autopilot in these cases. And that's it. So please let me know if you know about these changes. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, share it, and I'll see you on next video. Ciao Tesla people.